All right, so we chose the worst possible day for this. It is about 154 degrees. It feels like an oven, but today we are finally installing the flex fuel kit in my A90 2020 Supra. I'm very excited. So I will just state that I bought this. It's the Fuel It flex fuel kit. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was very confused when going between like 15 different flex fuel kits, but I landed on this one and I think it's gonna work best for my setup. And I know that it's not a legitimate flex fuel kit. It's really just like an ethanol analyzer, but I think we should be good. And let's pray. Let's just get into it. Very first thing, this fuel line right here. We need to pop this off. So we gotta pop the cover off, pop the fuel line off, swap out the other fuel line that I have. Shit, I actually forgot. Before we do that, we gotta disconnect the battery. Let's go back to the trunk and I'll show you guys how to disconnect the battery in case you are slow. So like I said, this first step is the most important. I already took the bed lining so you can see this is like completely wide open with the battery. Trust me, you're gonna wanna do this because it will be a lot of fuel. Imagine I just got zapped and fucking died. Nice and easy, nice and easy. I should be able to just grab that, honestly. The ratchet's a little loose, the little ratchet, so gotta hold it. All right, that should be good. Should be able to wiggle it. But of course it's a BMW, so you can't just wiggle it off. You gotta keep going until your arm falls off. There we go. I would like to leave that there. Hopefully it stays. Now we're just gonna do the red one. I will let you guys know when the battery is completely off. Very first step in this process is to pop off this cover. Yes, we did take off the entire battery, so we're good. Not gonna have fuel shooting anywhere. Now we are gonna also have to pop this back piece off. It's like a little flimsy looking thing. I don't really know where exactly it's connected, I believe here. So we're gonna pop this off really quick and that will give us access to our fuel lines back there. All right, that was a struggle, I'm gonna be honest. It's a tight fit back there. All you have to do, I thought you had to like unscrew these, but you don't, so you just gotta pop it off. Little holes, there's 2 of them. I think there should be 3, but this one might be missing. So now that we got that off, we're gonna set that to the side. Now this is what we're looking for here. This fuel line, but as you can see, it's a little jumbled up back there and it's gonna be really hard for us to access that without pulling this out. So what we're gonna do now is pop this thing out. It's a very simple click and pull out. It's my first time running ethanol in a car, so I'm a little confused. I assume you just click and pull. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. Easy, just like that. Get the fuck out of here, fucker. I'm gonna break something, I already know it. All right, so this is also clipped in here. Oh, motherfucker. This is why every time I do something that's supposed to take like 10 minutes, it takes me like an hour because I'm just stupid. There we go. All right, we're out. We're gonna just have that sit right there. So now we have access to our 2 fuel line connections. This is the most important step of them all right here. Microfiber, because if you don't wrap a microfiber around this, you wanna just kind of put it under there and cover it up. If you do this step without doing so, you will probably get fuel all over your engine bay and that's not gonna be good. So we're gonna do that. I need to figure out what I'm gonna use to pop it off. All right, so the microfiber is wrapped around it currently. We got a wrench. This is a 12. You can use an 11 as well, but you can't use anything under that. What I'm gonna be basically doing is putting the wrench right here and pushing this black piece in and pushing this side in so that we push them together, it squeezes, and then we pull it out. And then this 1 second, I also wanna note that I pulled this clip off. It sits right here just to kind of prevent this from closing. And it's very simple to take off. Just make sure you use 3 fingers. If not, it's gonna shoot down. Like I said, put your ratchet here and you're gonna wanna cover it up just so that nothing goes everywhere. Push it together. Okay, I feel fuel and I smell it. Ooh, I'm scared. What if I die? I don't want to die. Oh, that smells like fuel and a half. All right, so we do have fuel in our lines, that's for sure. So I'm glad we used the microfiber. So now we have this disconnected. It was pretty simple. We're gonna do this backside and then we'll be able to connect it in the reverse order and we should be good. All right, so here's the fuel line that we just took off. And yes, it had gasoline in it, which is fantastic. Here is the Fuel It. It's kind of all put together. I haven't snipped this in, but now it is. So this is, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I bought this used off of somebody. He had it on the car. He was running ethanol. He was running E40 for like 2,000 miles, which isn't really a lot at all. So now we are pretty much going to just be installing this the way that we took that off in the reverse order. And then eventually we're gonna have to wire this through my weather strip and then ground it to the battery terminal in the front of the car. Should be good to go. I should be able to download the app and everything will be smooth. All right, so now that you have your stuff connected together, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this down back here. So this longer tube is gonna connect here and the shorter tube is gonna connect right in here. And we are going to tuck this adapter piece down below. We're gonna go ahead and slide this, clip this right there. That's clipped in, that's good to go. The sensor is going to be back here, but you need to make sure you still have access to this wire, which I don't really have access to, so let me pull it up. All right, so here's the wire that you need to keep access to. We'll deal with that in a second. Now your other side of your fuel line will go and connect right into here. Like so, it'll snap into place. So now you have your fuel line connected. It's all good to go, ready to go. All right, so now we have this wire that's gonna be grounded over here. We're gonna take this clip, plug it into here. Super simple, nice and easy, plug and play. Now I'm gonna come around the other side and I'm gonna feed this wire in this wire harness down here, and we're eventually gonna lead it over to this positive terminal and back there to where we can ground it. So I'll meet you guys over here in a second. All right, so another thing that I forgot to do while I was over here was plug this back in as well. So we're just going to clip that back in there, these two wires. There we go, and we're clipped back in with this sensor. Now we can move back over to this. I gotta wait for this plane to go. The helicopter, I'm fucking hot as shit, I'll tell you that much. All right, back to work. So I just kind of finagled, that's not a word, but I'm gonna just say it is. Ran this wire through here. Not sure if this is the exact placement it's supposed to be, but it seems about right to me. So I'm gonna keep feeding it under through here, nice and tucked in. Now, what we do have to do here is kind of lift this up, this middle piece, as you guys can see here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and feed this. Not easy at all. And now we're just, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not good with cable management. I don't really care. I mean, it looks like a jumbled mess already, so we're just gonna leave it how it is. I'm gonna feed this through here, and we are going to have to ground this, pop this baby off. We're gonna have to ground it to this. Now this, we need a I think it's a T50. I'm gonna try it out and let you guys know. We gotta unscrew this. So I don't have an actual ratchet, so we're gonna be using a screwdriver, and I think this thing is torqued down. I really hope it's not, because I have no leverage with this. And I believe it is a T50, but I have a T40. That's the only thing I have, so we're gonna just pray that this works and is able to break it. And does this thing even? No. All right. So, we're gonna have to do a little bit of DIY. What the fuck am I gonna do about this? What am I gonna do about this?
We can run to the store.
Shit. Hand me the microfiber. So I thought we were gonna have a huge problem, but luckily I used my brain and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take the other Batmobile, not this one. I'm gonna take the other Batmobile and just go buy a T50. I think this is like this is a T45, so this is the one that works, but you can use a T50, I'm pretty sure. Who cares? We're taking this off, and we have about T-3 minutes, as you can see. Thunderstorm coming, maybe you can see, maybe you can't. I'm gonna make sure not to drop, because this isn't really connected, so try to break this off. There we go. Look at those muscles. That was weird. Anyhow, now that it's broken off, that's all you have to do. You just gotta break the torqueness of it and unscrew it. Simple as that. Now we get to pop this bad boy out. It's just a nice little screw. We're gonna put it through here, and you have to kind of like thread it through, just like so. And there we go. Now we can sit this thing down, screw it back in by hand. Now we have this red wire locked in, ready to go. Well, technically not ready to go. This thing's not going anywhere. Feed a little bit more wire through there just so that we're not pulling tension. Maybe I should have just fed the wire through afterwards. This stuff's gonna come into play in like 2 seconds. I literally said that 2 seconds ago. I said this thing isn't really like clicked in, so I better hold it. All right, I'm going fishing, and if I can't find this, we're gonna have a bit. I think I see it. I think I can get it, but there's a fucking heat shield size of Alaska in my way. Oh, this hurts. That's like that meme when you drop your fucking 10 mil and you just never get it back again. Well, I don't do that. I recover things. So now I'm gonna safely plop this down here, and we're just gonna tighten it as much as my scrawny arms can tighten it. I don't wanna break it, but there we go. That's it. I'm stupid. I don't know why I just did that almost again. So now we are grounded. Well, we're on the positive, so we're gonna cover this. All right, so as you guys can see, if you wanna bring the camera down here, you should be able to see that there's already a wire grounded to this. It seems like you can just ground our second wire to this as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this off, ground our wire to it, and then I'm gonna have to either tape or zip tie this white wire. As you can see here, this white wire is kind of just flimsy out in the open, and you only really need that if you're running like Ecutech or something like that, or something along the lines of that. I think with JB4 you might need it as well, but I don't need it. I'm on MHD for now, so might just tape it up and put it away. But now we have this off. Make sure once you take this off, you throw it straight down into your engine bay so that you can't find it. Now that we have this off, we are going to feed this wire straight down through here, and I should be able to grab it on the other end. Put that there. We are grounded. All right, so we got everything good. We reconnected this, we grounded this wire, we grounded this. Make sure you check on all your fuel lines. We just went through and checked everything. Make sure you don't forget to plug this in, check it, each and every one of your lines. Make sure you give it a nice little pull just to make sure. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw this back on the back end. and then we're gonna throw the cover on, reconnect the battery, and I will come back to you guys once we're done, and then we'll try to set up the Bluetooth, start the car, and make sure everything is running perfect. Let me know. Did you see it like spray out or what?
Yes, you can watch the video.
Fuck.
I don't think this hose is on properly. I think there's something wrong with the hose.
Really?
I think so.
Where'd it come out of?
The hose.
Was it both sides of the hose or just this one right here? Oh shit.
Right there.
So the hose is definitely fucked up.
I think so. Because look.
Oh shit.
Do you want to start it like this so you can see?
No, I don't even want to see it. Dude, fuck.
I told you this is going to take more than an hour.
Well, now it is, if we have to fucking redo everything.
Hold on.
I'm gonna be really pissed if the guy that sold me this sold it to me because it has a fucking leak, clearly. He told me that the only reason he's selling it was because he upgraded to Visconti and he's running Ecutech now with Visconti, so that he doesn't need this anymore. But a little suspicious that we started up and it's shooting fuel out right away, which is very, very, very bad. So luckily we started it and we caught it soon enough, but we got to figure this out ASAP. All right guys, so as you can see, it is dark. I'm high as can be. Not in the sense of smoking weed, because that's very bad and you shouldn't do that, but in the sense of inhaling fuel fumes for like the past 45 minutes. I swear to God, I feel so dizzy, it's actually crazy. Like, I genuinely feel like I'm high off of gas fumes, which is really bad. But as you might have probably guessed, you can't see it, let me show you. We put the stock fuel line back in, so everything's back to normal. I'm back to stock. A little unfortunate, and now I'm anti-wiring, I'm de-wiring, DI-wiring, unwiring the wiring system now. One of two things happened. I don't want to say that I got scammed, but I might have probably gotten scammed, and I don't know. I mean, this dude sent me the fuel line, he had the story, and it made sense, but I paid like $300 less than how much the actual fuel line is, so that's a little suspicious, but it's used, so whatever. As you guys saw, I mean, I didn't see it yet, but when I watch the footage, I'll see it. As you guys clearly saw, fuel shot out of the line, and you can't drive a car like that, it's just not possible. We've been trying to think of like things that we can do to try to fix it, maybe wrapping tape around it or some sort of interesting way of fixing it, and it's not worth risking that to me. I'd rather take the $200 loss on this, pay the $500 to get the regular fuel line. I'm gonna be taking an L, but overall, my car is going to be healthier, in better condition, and I'm not going to explode my car. I'm not going to blow my car up. So I probably am going to clickbait you guys into like clicking on this video by saying the Supra blew up or some sort of crazy fuel explosion happened. So that might have drawn you to this video, but I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to do. I'm really upset. That's it, man. No flex fuel. But I will say tonight I'm gonna go home and I'm home, but I'm gonna go in my room and I'm gonna order the flex fuel kit right away. So depending on how long it takes them to ship it to me, I should have it ASAP again. And you guys will see the flex fuel in the car in no time. It should be the next video after this, possibly. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully I can start this thing up again. See you guys next time. Peace.